So welcome to the moon sequence practice with maybe some other little modifications, variations thrown in. So if we start standing in Tadasana, mountain posture, okay, and we want to think about core engagement and good form. So feet are together, thighs are engaged, and then you've got a root lock, which is Mula Bandha, you've got an abdominal lock, which is Uddiyana Bandha. So those core muscles are active. So you're kind of bracing and drawing in through your center. Take the hands up to prayer and close the eyes if you want and just take some breath there. So our breathing is Ujjayi breath, which is breathing with the mouth closed and sounding the breath in the back of the throat. And as we breathe in, feeling the rib cage expanding. And as we breathe out, feel the abdominals drawing in. So to take us to the floor for the start of practice, for Chandra Namaskara, okay, moon salutations, we'll just take an in-breath and reach up. So stretch it up, keep long in the neck, and then fold it down, draw the abdominals in, softening the knees where you need, tucking the head in, and then inhale to lift the chest, flatten the hands, step one foot back, step the other back, and then heels are high, and then pedal the heels up and down, slowly in down dog. So we've got the hands shoulder distance, and we've got the feet hip distance. And we're pushing the floor away, and we're breathing. And we're going to come down to the knees, and we're going to set back into child's posture. So send the hips back, stretch the fingertips away, and breathe into your ribs. Whilst you're down there, walk your hands round to the right hand side, and just take a stretch down the left side of your spine. And then walk your hands over to the left side and work down through the right side of your spine. Come back and then sitting in a low kneeling position or a high kneeling position, depending on how that feels for you. Take some breath there and then we'll start on Chandra Namaskara A. So we inhale, taking the hands up and above the head. We exhale into child's posture. We come to all fours and inhale there. We tuck the toes, take the hands forwards, lift the hips, and exhale, heels down towards the floor, downward dog. Coming back to the knees, and then come to hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Look forwards, tailbone away, inhale. Take the hands forwards and exhale, child's posture. Come up to high kneeling on the in-breath, hands to the hips. And on the out-breath, push the hips forwards. Take the head back. Keep the thighs on. Come back, inhale. Come back to low kneeling or high kneeling, exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Space between ears and shoulders. Take the hands forward, spread the fingers. Exhale, hips go back. We come to all fours, hand under shoulders, knees under hips, belly strong. Inhale, tuck the toes and set up to downward facing dog. Exhale, coming back to hands under shoulders, knees under hips, into that cow stretch. Inhale, take the hands forward, child's posture. Exhale. Come up to high kneeling, hands to hips. Inhale, and then push the hips forwards, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, coming back, high kneeling. Inhale, come down to sitting onto the heels if that feels okay. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up, keep the shoulder blades soft down the back. Take the hands forwards, send the hips away. Exhale. Come back to hands under shoulders, knees under hips, belly strong. Inhale, tuck the toes, take the hands forwards, lift the hips high, pull the belly in, exhale into downward facing dog. Come back down to those knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, look up, tailbone away, exhale, child's posture. Coming back to high kneeling, hands to hips, inhale, and then push the hips forwards every time, a little bit deeper, thighs on, open up, exhale, come back to high kneeling, inhale, and back down to kneeling, exhale. One more time, sweep it up, inhale. Take the hands forwards, send the hips back, exhale. Come to all fours, inhale, tuck the toes into down dog, exhale. Come to all fours again into that cow stretch, inhale. Child's posture, hips back, exhale. Coming up to high kneeling, inhale, exhale, push the hips forwards, open up, back bend, exhale. Coming back to high kneeling, inhale, and back down to low kneeling, exhale. We're going to take some breath now. So sweep the hands up and hold it there. And focus on that Ujjayi breath. Same time, root lock, abdominal lock. Draw the arms back and the shoulder blades down the back. Take those hands forward, spread the fingers, send the hips back into your child's posture. Breathing deep and wide. So don't force anything, let's really work with the breath. Come up to hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Okay, spread across the back so you're broad. Pull the abdominals deep and breathe and keep sounding that breath in the back of your throat. Tuck your toes. Lift up to downward facing dog and take some breath. So your hands are shoulder distance, your feet are hip distance. You can soften those knees where you need. You roll the shoulders away from your ears and you lengthen your spine. You come back down to your knees. And on the in-breath, we're into that cow stretch. But then on the out-breath, this time we're into cat stretch. In-breath, tailbone away. Exhale, tailbone under. Inhale, tailbone away. Exhale, tailbone under. One more, inhale into your cow. And then tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly around the back, cat. Come up to high kneeling. Set yourself up. Take some breath. Squeezing the shoulder blades towards, getting the thighs engaged, and then push back. So, push the hips forwards. Open up if you like. Tuck your chin in if you prefer. If it feels okay, we're back and we're breathing. And then release. Come down to kneeling. And then come to child's posture. Take some breath. Come back to your low kneeling. Sweep the hands up again. Every time, trying to get a little bit more range. Try to straighten those arms out. Trying to draw the arms back and drop the shoulder blades down the back. Pull the belly in and breathe. Focus on breath, number one. We're going to take the hands forward, spread the fingers and send the hips back to child's posture. Focus on that Ujjayi breath all the way. Come up to all fours. So we've got hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Broad across that upper back. Root locks on, abdominal locks on. long in your neck. Don't strain the neck. Body nice and still, breath deep and wide into ribs. Tuck the toes, stretch forwards with the hands, lift up, high heel down dog, and then heels down. Softening knees where you need, spreading fingers nice and wide, sending the shoulders away from the ears. Your drishti, your gaze through towards the back of your mat or to your knees or up to your navel. Keep lengthening out, keep opening up. Finding that edge. Come back down. Find hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale into your cow. Tailbone away. Arch the spine. Exhale. Tuck the tailbone. Scoop the belly. Round the back. Open the shoulders. Tuck the chin. And again, sequentially through your spine into your cow. Exhale. Just working your way slowly through. All on that out breath into your deep cat. So trying to get as much range through the spine as we can through this cat and cow sequence. All with the breath. Next time we go to cat, roll up to high kneeling. Set your hands to your hips. Engage root and abdominal lock. Gradually start to push the hips forwards. Open the chest. Take the head back and breathe. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards one another. Maintain engagement through your root and your abdominal lock. Bandhas all the way. And then release. Come down to low kneeling if that feels okay. Otherwise, high kneeling. And then stretch forwards into child's posture. Come back to low kneeling, sweep the hands up. Take some breath. So we'll do one more round here of Chandra Namaskara A. Draw the shoulders back and down and breathe. Take the hands forward, spread the fingers, send the hips away and sound the breath in the back of your throat for child's posture. Feel that breath deep and wide into your ribs. Come back now to hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Fingers spread, pull the abdominals in, length through the neck. Send those shoulder blades apart. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. Root locks on, abdominal locks on. You're sounding the breath in the back of your throat. You're tucking your toes under, you're taking your hands forwards. You're going to lift your hips high, pulling your belly in, and then you're going to send your heels down. We're trying to keep the legs straight in down dog, but softening knees where you need. Push the floor away. Stretch that mat sideways to open up those shoulders, broad across that upper back. Come back down to the knees, set the hands under the shoulders, and then into that cow stretch. Arch the spine, inhale, exhale into your cat stretch. Inhale to your cow. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly round the back, open up through the upper back. Cat, inhale away. Exhale to cat. Let's do one more. Inhale away, arch the spine, finish with the head, and then tuck into cat and into that deep cat. Coming up to high kneeling, let's take the hands to the hips. Engage root and abdominal lock, keep the thighs on, push the hips forward as you drop the head back and take it into your camel posture. Breathe. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. Start to open up deeper now as the body warms up. Come back down to that low kneeling or high kneeling if you prefer. And then stretch, child's posture, take some breath. We're going to get ready now for Surya Namaskara B. Okay, first few rounds are going to be with one breath. So low kneeling, sweep the hands up as we did previously on the in-breath, and then to child's posture on the out-breath. Then to hands under shoulders, knees under hips on the in-breath. Tuck the toes and into your down dog on the out-breath. Now we step the left foot forwards and drop the right knee to the floor, and we sweep the hands up. Taking an in-breath there, sinking down through the hips. Sweep the hands back down, take the hands to the floor, tuck the back toes, come to down dog. Stay with your breath. Step your right foot forwards, drop your left knee down, sweep those hands up. Taking an in-breath, bring the hands back down, then tuck the toes. You come to a high heel down dog on the in-breath. And on the out-breath, heels coming down. We come back down to the floor. And we go for that cow posture, inhaling. We come back to child's posture, exhaling. We come up to high kneeling, inhaling. And we push and drop back into camel posture on the out breath. We come back high kneeling on the in, and then back down to low kneeling on the out breath. Okay, let's go for that again. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, child's posture. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale into down dog. Step the left foot forwards, drop the right knee, sweep the hands up, inhale. Take the hands down, tuck the toes into downward facing dog. Step the right foot forwards, drop the left knee, sweep the hands up, lift the chest, breathe. Drop the hands either side of the foot, tuck the toes to high heel down dog. Inhale, exhale, heels down. Come back down to those knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Into your cow stretch. Inhale, then into child's posture. Exhale, coming up to high kneeling. Hands on hips, inhale, push the hips forward, send the head back, exhale into your camel, inhale, high knees, and then come down, exhale, sweep the hands up, inhale, take the hands forwards, child's posture, exhale, we're building heat now, coming to hands under shoulders, knees under hips, inhale, tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forwards, drop the right knee, sweep the hands up. Inhale, bring the hands down, tuck the toes, and then into high heel down dog on the in-breath, heels down. So we get to this flow of breath and movement. Step the right foot forwards, drop the left knee, sweep the hands up. Take the hands back down, tuck toes, high heel down dog, heels down, down dog on the out breath. Come back down to hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Tailbone away. Inhale, child's posture. Exhale, coming up to high kneeling, hands to hip. Inhale. Exhale, push the hips forwards, keep the thighs on, drop the head back, camel posture. On the out breath, come back to high kneeling, inhale, and then down, and exhale. Okay, Chandra Namaskara, be with some breath now. So let's sweep the hands up again and take some breath here. Sit tall, pull the belly in, draw the arms back, drop the shoulder blades down the back and breathe. Take the hands forwards to child's posture. Stretch the fingertips away from the tailbone, away from the toes. Deep and wide breaths into the ribs. Come to hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Pull the belly in, keep length through the neck. Draw the abdominals deep. Separate those shoulder blades. Tuck the toes. Come to high heel down dog and then heels down. Push the floor away. Open up through the upper back. Sound the breath in the back of your throat. And then step your left foot forwards, drop your right knee down, sweep the hands up, and take some breath. Draw the arms back, breathe. So we continue to sink down through that right hip. We can either keep the hands as they are or split them apart and deepen your back bend here, lifting your chest, looking up, draw the arms back. Sinking deeper with that right side of the hips. Come back with those hands, tuck the toes of the back foot, come to your high heel down dog, and then your heels coming down. Shoulders broad, away from ears. Working the heels down, softening knees as much as you need. Lengthening, finding that edge, building that heat. We step the right foot forwards now and we drop this left knee down and we sweep the hands up. And breathe. So keep sinking down, feeling that stretch into the hip flexor on that left leg. Keep reaching up, keep breathing, hips and shoulders square. Then you can either keep the hands together or split them apart and then try to deepen your back bend. Send the arms back, the chest open, sinking deeper into the hips. Bring the hands back down. Tuck the toes, come to high heel down dog. And then heels down. Pull the belly in. Lift the hips high. Sound the breath in the back of your throat. Open up those shoulders, come down to your knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, into your cow, inhale, and into cat, exhale, into your cow, tailbone away, finish with the head, inhale, arch the spine, exhale, rounding the back, tucking the tailbone, opening up through the upper back. And continue with this. In breath to the cow, exhale to the cat. And then one more. Next time you're into your cat, separating those shoulder blades, come up to high kneeling. Take the hands to your hips, keep your thighs on, take some breath, and then push the hips forwards. Take the head back. And breathe. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. Strong in the thighs. Release. Come down to a little kneeling. And then stretch it out into child's posture again. Take some breath. So from here, come back to your low kneeling. Sweep your hands up. Spread the fingers, draw the shoulders back, pull the abdominals in, long through your neck, space to breathe. Come down into child's posture, spread the fingers, send the hips away from the hands and breathe deep and wide into the ribs. Keep lengthening out, finding that edge. Come up to all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, belly strong. Root lock on in that neutral spine. Stay with that Ujjayi breath and then tuck your toes under, come to high heel down dog and then heels down. Push the floor away and breathe. Lengthening out, opening up, all with your breath. Bandhas on. Step your left foot forwards nice and long. Drop your right knee down. Sweep the hands up. Hands together. And sink down on that right side. Open up. Breathe. If you want a little bit more, take the hands further apart or keep them together and drop back a little bit further. Sink down, open up. Feel that work into the back and into the hips. Bring the hands back down, tuck the back toes under, come to high heel down dog, And then heels down. Fingers are spread, shoulders rolling from ears. You're sounding the breath in the back of your throat. If you hear the cat, then that's what it is. That's Ollie wanting some food. Breathe. We step the right foot forwards and we drop the left knee down. Sweep the hands up. Lift the chest. Draw the arms back. Breathe, sinking down on that back leg. And breathe. We're going to take those hands apart. We're going to take the head back. And we're going to reach. And we're opening up into the hips, into the shoulders. We're going to bring those hands back down, tuck the toes of the back foot, come to high heel down dog on the in-breath, and then heels down on the out-breath, and focus on that breath. Sounding that breath in the back of your throat. Come down to your knees, set your hands up under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Into your cow posture, inhale. Then into your cat, scoot your belly around your back, tuck your tailbone, open up through the shoulders, work your way through this sequence here with your breath, out breath to cat, in breath to cow. Abdominal strong. Let's do one more, coming into your cat stretch. Then come up to high kneeling, taking your hands to your hips, knees under hips, and then push the hips forward, drop the head back, open up the front of the body, stay with that Ujjayi breath. Maintain that breathing, number one. And then come back to high kneeling, down to low kneeling, and then into child's posture. Okay, we're going to do one more round of Chandra Namaskara B with breath. Low kneeling, sweep the hands up and breathe. Roll the shoulders back every time. Drop the shoulder blades down the back. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. Take the hands forwards into your child's posture. Sound the breath in the back of your throat. Spread your fingers wide and breathe. Come to hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Pull the belly in, separate the shoulder blades, look forwards, lengthen the neck. And breathe. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. Breathing through the nose with the mouth closed and sounding the breath in the back of your throat. And taking that breath into ribs. Tuck the toes. Take the hands forwards and then work your way into your down dog. Find that edge for you. Tucking the head between the shoulders. Relax your gaze, your drishti to your feet, the back of the mat, knees or navel. Shoulders rolling away from ears. Come, step that left foot forwards and drop your right knee down. Sweep the hands up. As you do that, sink the hips down. Feel that stretch on that right side, hip flexor. Keep the hands as they are, deepen the stretch or split the hands apart. Sink down, breathe. And then from there, you're going to bring those hands down, you're going to tuck your toes, come to down dog. So we do this practice, this restorative practice with control, with breath, with bandhas. You're going to feel that body strengthening up your back muscles and opening up through the front of the body. We step the right foot forwards and drop the left knee down. Now we sweep the hands up and lift the chest. Draw the arms back and breathe. Stay with that Ujjayi breath all the way. Keep sinking down through that left side. If you want to go deeper, Sink down deeper, take the arms, maybe split them apart or together, whatever's working for you. Breathe. And then we bring those hands back down, we tuck the back toes, come to high heel down dog, then heels down. Keep sounding that breath in the back of your throat, keep spreading your fingers wide, rolling your shoulders from your ears. Lengthening out through the back of the body now. Now come back down to your knees and hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Cat and cow. So tailbone away, arch the spine, look up, exhale, tuck the tailbone and look through into cat. So work your way through sequentially through your spine, starting with the tailbone, finishing with the head. Opening up through the spine and then separating those shoulder blades in your cat. Next time you come to cat, hold it there. Breathe. Push the floor away. Rise up to high kneeling. Knees under the hips. Take the hands to the hips. Thighs are on. Push the hips forward. Drop the head back if that feels good. Otherwise, keep the chin tucked. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. And release. Come to low kneeling and then into child's posture. And you're just going to take a few breaths now in your child's posture. So keep breathing deep and wide, Ujjayi breath. From here, we're going to tuck the toes, come up to downward facing dog. Pull the belly in. We're going to lift the left leg up. We're going to sink the right heel down. We're going to turn the left foot side on. We're going to sink the right heel down. We're going to bend that left knee, bringing the heel towards your bum, and then lift and open the hips. So lift that left knee higher. Breathe. Come back down to down dog. Wherever you need to, drop the knees and come to child's posture. If not, you stay in down dog and we lift the right leg up, sinking down with the left heel. So working that opposition. Bandhas all the way. Right foot, turn it side on. Lift a little higher, open up the hips a little bit more, those adductors and hamstring. Bend that right knee. Tuck the heel towards your bum and then lift your knee up. Come back to down dog. Take some breath. Pull the abdominals deep. You're going to pivot your right foot. You're going to step your left foot. Okay. From here, take your right hand to your hip and your left hand down your leg for your triangle and reach your right hand up. And breathe. So that gaze can be up or forwards. Hand down the shin, the ankle. Breathe. Come round. From here, no bending your left leg. Sorry, I was going straight into primary series there. So bend your left leg and place your hand on the floor if you can. And breathe. From here, both hands down. And then come to down dog. Pull the abdominals in and then heels down. Pivot your left foot, step your right. And then into your triangle. Right hand down the shin. Left hand up to the ceiling. Don't let those hips stick out. Gaze either up or just to the side. We don't want to strain the neck. We're not forcing anything in this practice. It's all with that Ujjayi breath. Now we bend that front knee and we either keep the hand on the ankle or shin or we take it inside of the right foot and open up and breathe. Keep the back leg strong, edge of the foot pushing into the floor. Bring the hands down either side of your right foot, come to a high heel down dog on the in-breath and exhale, heels down. Or drop the knees, come down to child's posture. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. And once again, pivot the right foot, step the left. This time, can we keep the right hand on the floor? If that's too much, take it to your ankle. Legs are strong and straight, but not locked. And then the left hand goes up for a rotated triangle. Breathe. Feel a deeper stretch now, that left side. From here, we're going to keep the left hand up. Maybe shuffle a bit longer as you send your right heel away, bending your left knee. And then reach up. You can also drop this right knee down, yeah? See what feels good for you. Breathe. From here, both hands come down and come to either high heel down dog and then heels down, down dog, or child's posture. Send the weight back, pull the abdominals in, send the shoulders away from the ears, pivot your left foot, step your right foot. So we're either going to take the left hand to the ankle or keep the left hand on the floor opposite the right foot as you sweep your right hand up and you open up on that side, rotated triangle. Just gaze where it feels good again, don't strain the neck. Keep working around to open up the shoulders. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. We keep the right hand up. We shuffle the left foot away a little bit as we bend the right knee so the knee's above the ankle. We straighten up through the left leg with the heel up, or we drop that left knee to the floor. Stay with your Ujjayi breath. Bring the hands back. High heel down dog. And then heels down. Pull the abdominals deep, lift the hips high, open up through the shoulders, pivot that right foot, step your left. Okay, so from here, we keeping those hands down. If that's too much, take them both to your shins or your ankle, your shin or your ankle. And then you're going to see if you can go deeper by walking the hands forwards. Maybe sending the palms down. Ujjayi breath all the way. From here, bandhas on, release the hands and sweep them round to your back. Interlace your fingers and stretch chest and shoulder muscles long through your neck. Open up through the chest and the shoulders. Breathe. Now bend that front leg now. Take the hands to the floor and then high heel down dog and then heels down. Pull the abdominals deep, engage through your root lock, open up through your shoulders. Pivot your left foot now, step your right foot. And either take the hands to the shin or ankle, keep them on the floor. Both legs strong and straight, but not locked. Draw the chest down, maybe work the hands further, maybe get the palms down. Breathe. Don't strain the neck. Stay with that Ujjayi breath all the way. Sounding the breath in the back of your throat. And then if we can, sweep the hands behind and interlace your fingers. Stretch and open the chest and the shoulders here and breathe. So continue with that. Let's now let the dog out. I know she's going to go crazy. Keep breathing. And then bend the front knee as you release the hands and then come to high heel down dog and then heels down. Push the floor away. Open up the shoulders. Sound the breath in the back of your throat. So we're going to send this left foot forwards now. We're going to keep the right heel up. Okay, and then we're going to bend the left knee above the ankle and place the hands to the hips. And open up the chest and the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another, keep the back leg strong, and breathe. Sweep the hands up, either together or apart. Breathe. So you really got to work that back leg. Same time, trying to get more range into the chest, into the shoulders. Same with your breath. Now bring the hands back down. Take the feet back to high heel down dog. Pull the belly in and then heels down. Push the floor away, spread the fingers wide, work your way up through your Arms to the shoulders and roll the shoulders from the ears. Lengthen out. Step your right foot forwards and then bend the right knee. Bring the hands to the hips. Stay long in the neck. Hips are square, shoulders are square. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards one another. Keep sounding the breath in the back of your throat. From here, you can either stay as you are or sweep the hands up either together or apart. Keep drawing the shoulders back. Keep breathing. Stay with that ujjayi breath. And then bring the hands back down. Come to a high heel down dog. And then heels down. Send the hips back and take some breath. So keep breathing in your downward facing dog. So from here, we're either going to step or jump and sit down on the floor. Okay? Sitting in Dandasana, hands by your sides. Sit tall, push the heels away, draw the toes towards you. Take a nice deep in-breath, lifting the chest, and then fold down. Reaching the fingertips down either side of those legs or feet, as far down the mat as you can. Draw the chest down. Pull the abdominals deep. And breathe. From here, we're going to come back to Dandasana. We're going to lie back, sweep the legs up. And then reaching for the backs of the legs, draw the thighs in towards the chest. Sinking the back into the floor. Then tuck your heels into your hips, to your sit bones, and peel up to a back bend. Lift the hips, squeeze through the inner thighs, roll back down, and hug the knees. And as you come up, shoot your left leg forwards and take your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Okay, and then just go a little bit longer if that feels okay for the knee. Sweep your right hand round your back, taking it round to the crease of your right hip, or maybe even further down towards your foot. See if you can bind with something, a bit of clothing to get hold of. And then take your left hand either down your leg or to your foot. Once you've got that bind with foot or leg, twist to the right and draw the chest open. And stay with that ujjayi breath. So keep breathing there. And then release. And then from here, come to Dandasana, sweep the legs up, push the heels away, tuck the chin in, reach the hands up the back of the legs, and then draw the thighs in towards your body. Send the tailbone away, keep the back on the floor, and then bend those knees, wrap your hands around your ankles, place your feet down hip distance, lift your hips, squeeze through your inner thighs, lift the chest into your back bend, roll back down, hug the knees in, roll up, shooting the right leg forwards, taking the left foot inside. And again, reach a little bit further, sweeping your left hand up, round your back, reach for that hand, take it round to the crease of the right side of the hip or down towards your foot, bind with a bit of clothing, right hand down leg or foot, twist to the left, draw the chest open, and breathe. Stay with that ujjayi breath. And then release. Once again, take the legs long, sweep them up, reach the hands up the legs, and then draw those thighs in towards your body. Keep the legs as straight as you can. Try and keep the back on the floor. Send the tailbone away. Reach and wrap the hands around the ankles. And then feet hip distance or a little wider. Come up to your back bend, lift your hips into your upward bow. And then roll down, hug the knees in. And as we roll up, stretch the legs out wide. Find that range, taking the hands behind and opening up. If you need to, something underneath sit bones here if you prefer. Toes towards, heels away. Find that edge, rolling the thighs out and away. So external rotation there, those thighs, and then work the hands forwards and breathe. Draw the chest forwards and down. Pull the belly in. Walk the hands over to your left leg first. Again, keep the toes towards and the heels away. Stay with that breath. And then switch. Drawing the chest down on that. Right leg, hands either side. Coming back to the center. Reach again. Keep pushing the heels away. Spread your hands out to either leg or foot. Pull, breathe, chest forwards and down. As we come up, reach those arms up. Bring them together if you can, or apart. Sit tall, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Breathe. So keep really trying to sit as tall as you can, drawing the arms back, working strongly into root and abdominal roll. Now sweep the hands behind and into inverted prayer or your fingertips to your elbows. Sit tall, pull the belly in, inhale, and then fold. Keep those toes towards, heels away, rolling the thighs out and away. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. And then release, bring those feet in, and then sweep up with the legs, tuck the chin, push the heels away, reach the hands up the legs, and then pull, roll the thighs in towards you, and then get hold of those ankles and lift the hips, squeeze through the inner thighs, and breathe. And then release. Hug the knees in. Take that left leg long and take the right foot over your left thigh. Sit tall, hugging that right leg initially. See if you can get your left heel and tuck it in towards your right sit bone. And then see if you can then twist to your right and wrap your left arm around the outside of that right leg. For those that want a little bit more, you could try taking this left hand underneath your right knee and taking your right hand, seeing if you can find it. But that's beyond me. So this is focusing on the twist, release. We're going to go straight to the other side. So this time the right leg is long and the left foot comes over. Sit tall and hug. Then if you can, you take your right heel, tuck that in towards your left sit bone, twist to the left, hugging the right leg, or trying to wrap this right arm underneath your left knee and your left hand coming round. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. And then release. And then from here, once again, into your Chandra Vinyasa, so moon sequence Vinyasa. Reach the hands up the legs, draw the thighs in. Send the back into the floor, wrap the hands around the ankles, and then peel up. And breathe. From here, gonna cross those legs, roll up, and roll over your feet and come through into downward facing dog. Pulling the abdominals deep in. Lifting the hips high. Taking that left leg up. Bringing that left knee through towards your left hand. Stepping your left foot towards your right hand. Dropping down. Sending the right foot away. And reaching down into your pigeon posture stretch. Okay, and breathe. Take your right arm forwards, take your left arm under. See if you can bend that left elbow and take your right hand on top to look up to the elbow. Keeping the right leg active and sinking the hips down. Staying with that Ujjayi breath. To deepen that, we take the left arm forwards and reach the right arm under. And we bend that elbow and we look up to the left elbow. Deeper stretch into the left side of the hips there. Stay with your breath and release. Come to down dog. Pull the belly and lift the hips high, open the shoulders, lift the right leg up. Now bring that right knee towards the right hand. Take the right foot towards the left hand. Drop the right knee down. Send the left leg back. Sink the hips. Stretch forwards if that feels okay. Breathe. Keep the back leg active, the left leg active. So let's take the right arm through and then palm on palm, looking up to the left elbow, if that feels okay. Otherwise, just keep the arms out straight. Breathe, back leg active, sinking the hips. Switch those hands if you can. The left arm comes under, reaching through, palm on palm, that deeper stretch into the right side of the hips, looking up to the right elbow. Long in the neck, space in the collarbones, Ujjayi breath. Coming back to your down dog. Drop those knees down to the floor. Bringing the knees together as much as you can and let the heels go apart and sink down. See how that feels, dropping the hips down. Breathe. If you think you can do a little bit more, take your hands to your feet and just drop back a bit. Start to drop the elbows if that feels okay. So you're trying to keep those knees towards one another if you can. We're trying to lean back as deep as we can. Maybe you can get all the way back. Maybe you can rest the head. Maybe you can release the hands. Find that position for you. Bandha, stay on, breath all the way. And with control, we're coming back. Tuck the toes, come to downward facing dog. Pull the belly in, lift the hips high, open up through the shoulders. Come back down to the knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale into your cow posture and exhale into your cat. Inhale to cow and exhale to cat. And one more, inhale to cow, tailbone away, and exhale to cat. Tuck the toes, take the hands forwards and up to downward facing dog. Lengthen it out and breathe. So from here, we're going to get prepared for our back bending sequence. So come down to your knees, high kneeling position. And let's start as we did in Chandra Namaskara. Okay. Take the hands to the hips and push the hips forwards. Open the chest. Take the head back and breathe. Find your range, listen to your body. And then release. Send the hips back, pull the belly in. Stretch the fingers forwards, come child's posture. Come back up to high kneeling. This time, hands on hips initially. Again, push the hips forwards. This time, take the right hand to the right heel. Left hand to left heel. If you're not comfortable with that, keep them on your back. Head chin can be tucked, or put the head back. So really work to open up the front of the body, keep the thighs on. Release. And once again, child's posture. Knees as wide as you like, breathing. Coming back up to high kneeling. Sweep the hands behind and take them either into inverted prayer or fingertips to elbows. So, work those hands up the back. And then push the hips forwards. Take the head back. Thighs are on, open up, breathe. Stay without a dry breath. And release once again into child's posture. Hips away from hands. Breathe. Come up to high kneeling. Knees under the hips. Left hand goes up. Right hand goes to heel. Push the hips forwards. Drop the head back. Sweep the hand behind. So now trying to work the arm back, but keep pushing the hips forwards and breathing. Come up to high kneeling. Sweep the right hand up. The left hand goes to left heel. Push the hips forwards. Draw the right arm back. Thighs are on. Breathe. Really lengthening out front of the body. And release. Down child's posture. Then into high heel down dog. And then heels down. Pull the abdominals deep. Walk the feet to the middle of the mat, as wide as the mat. And then from here, we're going to sink the hips down. Press the upper arms into the thighs and the thighs into the upper arms. Lift the chest and breathe. Hands in prayer. Stay without your dry breath. Take the hands down behind. Straighten out the legs. Sweep up. Reach the hands up the legs and draw those thighs in. Bend the knees a little bit, reach for the outsides of the feet and press that back into the floor. Happy baby posture here and breathe. So from here, just roll yourself up and then take your mat to the wall. Okay, this is where we just do this inversion now to release a little bit more again into the back and into the hips. So take your mat as close to the wall as you can. Hopefully not with the radiator there, like me. Get the hips close. And then sweep the legs up directly above you, pushing the heels away like you're balancing something on the soles of the feet. So we've got the hips close into, pressing into the wall, hopefully, and the back pressing into the floor. Breathe. Take the hands out, tuck the chin in, palms facing up, and then just gradually let the feet now follow the hands and just let those feet go apart. So hopefully with this practice on a regular basis, you're noticing that you get more range now in the thighs, adductors, hamstrings, opening up for your back bending, lengthening the front of the body, strengthening those back muscles, working your core, opening your shoulders, a whole number of benefits in this restorative practice. Stay with that breath all the way. And continue to get more range. Bandhas stay on. And then we're going to bring those feet back. And then we're going to just roll down. And just set yourself up again. So you've got some room. And we're going to lie back. We're going to bring the knees together, the heels together. And then just take the hands to the inner thighs and let the knees come apart. Make sure that feels comfortable for you. If you don't like that, then just lie with the legs long. So we've still got bandhas on, we've got chin tucked, we've got belly strong, root locks on. Breathe. Ujjayi breath. And then we're going to just straighten out through the legs, if that's comfortable. Otherwise, keep the knees bent. And Shavasana. So that means losing that Ujjayi breathing with a couple of deep breaths in and out. And just release maybe the head side to side. And just feel your body just releasing into the floor. Feel the body supported and released. And feel that heart rate just coming back to steady state breathing. And feel like that body's had a good old stretch and strengthen. And just let the muscles of the face relax. And just follow your breath. So you're either going to follow the rise and fall of your belly, or if you feel the breath more prominently through the chest, or through the nose. Hands can be out, palms facing up and away, or hands resting on the belly. So we're just going to take a deeper breath in and out. And then just start to wake up your fingers and your toes. And then walk your feet in and hug your knees into your chest. And just roll side to side. And then just roll to your right. And then when you're ready, I'm just going to come back round. Finishing the practice there. Okay. Namaste.